This is a Rebel Tales story. Comment, like, and subscribe for more. I awaken in the heart of the Libyan desert. The night sky above me, a vast canopy of stars that seem to whisper ancient secrets. The cool sand shifting beneath my back as I lie in my Bedouin tent, the fabric flapping gently in the breeze. It is the early 1960s. And I, Muammar Gaddafi, a young military cadet with fire in my veins and dreams of glory in my mind, stare up at those twinkling lights, each one a reminder of the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the chains of colonialism. The air carries the earthy scent of camel dung and acacia smoke from the dying fire, my father's low snoring a steady rhythm in the background, while my thoughts race like a sandstorm across the dunes. How can a boy from this nomad life rise to unite a continent, to shatter the West's grip on Africa, and forge a new era of Arab-African power? The stars mock me with their silence, but I clench my fist, feeling the coarse grains of sand slip through my fingers, vowing that I will be the storm that reshapes the world, or perish in the attempt. This tent, my childhood sanctuary, fades into the winds of memory, pulling me back to where it all began. I drew my first breath around the 1942 in a similar tent near Sirte, the vast Sahara cradling me like a stern mother, the air thick with the musky warmth of goats and the faint spice of my mother's cooking over an open flame. My father, Abu Meniar, a herder whose weathered face told stories of survival, named me Muammar, the long-lived, as if he foresaw the battles I would endure. He guided our family through the dunes, his calloused hands teaching me to track water holes and read the stars for navigation, his voice recounting tales of Arab heroes who defied empires, the campfire casting shadows that danced like warriors on the tent walls. My mother, Aisha, wove our world together with her strong hands, her eyes sharp as she prepared meals from meager rations, her lullabies a soothing balm against the howls of jackals in the night, the tent filling with the aroma of roasted grains. As a child, I chased goats across the scorching sands, the sun blistering my skin, sand embedding in every crease, the endless horizon a canvas for my ambitions, my small feet leaving tracks that the wind quickly erased. The Italian occupiers loomed like shadows, their military convoys rumbling through our encampments, soldiers in crisp uniforms demanding tribute, their boots kicking up dust that choked the air, their planes droning overhead like vultures circling prey, dropping bombs that shook the ground and left craters like scars on the earth. I hid behind tents, peeking at their guns glinting in the sun, my heart pounding with a mix of fear and defiance, thoughts forming. Why do we bow to these foreigners who steal our land and dignity? Nasser's voice crackled through a transistor radio in the tent, his calls for Arab unity igniting a spark in me, my small fists clenching as I imagined leading my own charge against the oppressors, the static hissing like the wind of change. School in Sirte became my first battlefield, the classroom a stifling box with walls that seemed to close in, the teacher droning lessons in Italian, his chalk scratching the blackboard like nails on stone as I shifted in my seat, my mind rebelling against the colonizer's tongue that felt like chains on my spirit. I fought classmates who mocked my Bedouin ways, their laughter sharp and cutting, my punches landing with the force of bottled rage, blood trickling from split lips as I stood tall, wiping it away with a defiant swipe, the taste of it fueling my resolve. At 14, I moved to Sabah for military prep school, the barracks a harsh world of order, drill sergeants bellowing commands that echoed off concrete walls as I marched in the dust, sweat pouring down my back like rivers carving the desert, my body hardening with push-ups and runs under the unrelenting sun, my muscles aching with each rep. Nasser's 1952 coup in Egypt sent electric thrills through me. I gathered friends in hidden corners, whispering plans under the cover of night, the air heavy with the scent of smuggled cigarettes, my voice rising with passion as I rallied them to dream of Libya's liberation, the flickering light of a candle casting long shadows on their eager faces. My consciousness awakened then. King Idris sat on a throne, propped by Western hands, oil gushing from our soil to fill British and American coffers, while my people scraped by in tents, the black gold a curse that enriched outsiders, their luxury cars rolling past our starving herds. I vowed to end it, my thoughts a whirlwind, as I graduated and entered Benghazi's military academy in 1963. Classrooms buzzing with tactics, my notebooks filled with sketches of a new order, my pen scratching furiously in the dim lamplight, the ink smearing as I planned my revolution. The 1960s tempered me like steel in a forge. I trained in Britain, the irony biting deep, the former colonizers instructing me in warfare, fog rolling over damp fields as I drilled in the rain, my uniform soaked, water dripping from my cap. But I soaked in their knowledge too, my mind plotting to flip their lessons against them, their instructors' voices barking orders that I memorized for future subversion, their maps becoming tools for my own designs. Back in Libya, I formed the Free Officers Movement, clandestine meetings in shadowy rooms, the aroma of strong tea and tobacco cloaking our whispers as I rallied comrades, my voice rising with passion. We will overthrow Idris and reclaim our destiny from Western puppets. Thoughts swirled. Could I, a nomad's son from the sands, topple a king backed by superpowers, their embassies looming like fortresses in Tripoli? The coup struck on September 1st, 1969. I led the charge while Idris lounged abroad, my jeep speeding through Tripoli's dawn streets, soldiers storming radio stations, the air crackling with gunfire as loyalists fired back, bullets whizzing past as I ducked behind barriers, the thrill of action surging through me like a desert flood, my heart pounding with each explosion. I seized the microphone at the radio station, my voice booming. The monarchy falls. The revolution dawns. Crowds poured into the streets, flags waving, horns blaring, but doubt nagged. Would they embrace my vision or scatter like sand in the wind? I proclaimed the Libyan Arab Republic, my hands signing decrees that nationalized oil. The black gold flowing under our sands, now ours. Western companies fleeing as I redistributed wealth, building schools and hospitals. The clatter of construction, a symphony of progress. The scent of fresh concrete mixing with desert dust as cranes dotted the skyline. Children laughing in new classrooms. My consciousness expanded. I dreamed of Pan-African unity, traveling to Egypt and Ghana, debating under starry skies with Nasser and Nkrumah, their handshakes firm as we plotted a continent free from neo-colonialism, the night air filled with the rustle of palm trees and the hum of our shared dreams. I pushed for the African Union, chairing summits where leaders argued in opulent halls, my voice thundering, "Unite Africa, a single army to defend our resources, a gold-backed dinar to shatter the dollar's chokehold." Thoughts churned. The West trembles at this. An empowered Africa would end their plunder, their sanctions and spies a testament to their terror, their embassies buzzing with plans to undermine me. I wrote the Green Book in 1975. my quill flying through nights in my tent, outlining Jamahiriya, state of the masses, a system where people governed directly. My words a rebellion against democracy's illusions, the pages stacking as I envisioned a world without kings or capitalists, the ink drying under the desert moon, my mind racing with visions of a continent united under my banner. The 1980s unleashed foes. The West branded me a terrorist for backing Palestine and anti-apartheid fights, their sanctions biting like scorpion stings, isolating my economy, the shelves emptying of goods, the streets quiet with hunger. The Lockerbie bombing in 1988, accusations I denied, isolated me further. The skies over Libya empty of planes, my thoughts darkening, they fabricate lies to crush me, fearing my call for a United States of Africa with a single currency, gold-backed dinar that would break their dollar's grip, their bankers trembling at the prospect. Paranoia gripped me. I constructed underground bunkers, pacing their cool tunnels, the damp earth brushing my boots, thoughts racing. Are my aides loyal, or Western spies, whispering in shadows, their faces masked by smiles at my counsels? The U.S. bombed Tripoli in 1986, explosions rocking the ground like earthquakes, debris raining as I fled through tunnels. My family hit, the scent of burning rubble choking the air. My daughter Hannah's cries piercing my heart as I carried her through the smoke, her small body trembling in my arms. My consciousness hardened. The West fears my vision, their bombs a testament to my threat, but I will not bow. I arm anti-apartheid fighters, fund Pan-African projects, my mind envisioning a continent where resources flow to Africans, not Paris or Washington, where gold mines fuel schools, not foreign vaults. The 2000s offer a false dawn. I normalize ties, dismantling weapons, shaking hands with Bush and Blair, their grins hiding oil greed, the cameras flashing as I sign treaties in marble halls, the ink bitter on my tongue. Thoughts torment me. Have I compromised my dream for survival? Or is this a strategic feint to build Africa's strength, a mask to lull the West into complacency? I advance the African Union, chairing summits, my voice urging unity against Western exploitation, proposing the gold dinar as Africa's currency to break dollar dominance. My fears of imperial control fueling my urgency, the conference tables piled with proposals, my fingers tracing maps of a united continent. I envision a military alliance, soldiers from Nigeria to Kenya standing shoulder to shoulder, their boots marching in sync, defending oil fields and diamond mines from foreign hands, the dream a beacon in my sleepless nights. The 2011 Arab Spring erupts like a sandstorm. Protests spread from Benghazi, crowds chanting "Down with Gaddafi," flames engulfing buildings, the heat searing as I watch from a rooftop, the smoke rising like a signal of doom. I rally my forces, my voice thundering in speeches. I am the revolution, crush these rats. But NATO jets scream overhead, bombs falling like judgment, my convoys scattering in the desert, sand blasting my face as I flee in a vehicle, the engine roaring over the dunes, my hands gripping the wheel, the dashboard rattling with each jolt. Thoughts whirl. The West reveals its true face, fearing my Pan-African goals, my plans for gold dinar that would end their dominance. They arm rebels to steal my oil, their drones circling like vultures, their diplomats plotting regime change in secret meetings. Captured on October 20th, 2011, rebels drag me from a drainage pipe, their hands rough and clawing, shouts deafening as they beat me, blood tasting metallic on my lips, pain exploding in my body, my vision blurring as they surround me. In my final moments, thoughts flash. My goals for Africa, unity, self-reliance, breaking Western exploitation, will outlive me, even as fears of imperial revenge prove true, their planes a final testament to their terror. It ends in a haze, my body broken, but my spirit defiant. My life unfolds as a roar against empires, from a nomad boy to a leader who defied the world. The rebellions shape my soul. What empires bind you, I wonder?